wonderful crew. We are at Geo Week in Denver, and what an amazing show it's been. We're here with our sponsor, gnext. Brett, tell everybody about yourself.
Hey Don, first of all, thanks for having us, and second of all,
Put it up there.
We also want to give you props for the launch of your new global
Autonomy Global. He's going around telling everybody she's my global media person.
partner.
That's right. That's
no, I'm Brett Gardner with gnext. I run North America sales. We have an intelligence platform where we empower this digital transformation as it pertains to inspection, asset management, and survey and mapping. We're excited. We're here at Geo Week with all of our partners. We've got Wingtra, Whisper, FreeFly, you name it. Our resellers are here as well, but having a great time. A lot of our customers are having a great time. But what's been happening at gnext, some of the big highlights, SOC 2 Type 2 certified. Now your data is sound as the pound. We also, our launch of Inspect Assist. We've got all kinds of fun things as far as concrete, cracking, spalling apparatuses. We're doing that on towers, rooftops, all kinds of substations. Probably our largest markets that we're serving these days is in the transportation, utility space. Public safety is also coming on very strong. We're excited the work we're doing with the Federal Highways Administration, and the U.S. Peer Exchange. So we're really trying to help collaboration around the DOTs as they're trying to grow their remote sensing programs and robotics programs. But we're having a blast riding this tsunami of a wave in digital transformation. So you're either going to ride it or you're going to get rolled over, but that's where the puck's going.
And they're riding it. So by the way, Brett is going to be on the Dawn of Autonomy later this month. So we're going to dig deep in the gnext and the platform and everything they're doing, bringing to the table. So super exciting. Brett, this is not your first rodeo. You've been to this show before. Tell us, as you're walking around the floor, I know you have a booth here and sometimes you get tied to that, but not you. You've been wandering the floor, I know you.
No.
What are you seeing out there? That's different, that's new this year, exciting.
This is probably the 15th one we've done, but when they combined it in here, so it's back. Bit of an old home week, so we're seeing some of the great logos out there. Yellow Scan is there. We're seeing some of their Voyager. I think for me, data fusion is some of the things that are most exciting. But
absolutely, and I'm seeing it in sensor fusion actually too. Not just like on the back end, but like, oh look, we've got bathymetry, we've got the camera, we've got LiDAR, all in one package.
It's amazing, and that's kind of we're shipping sensor agnostic. If you want to use satellite, manned, unmanned, mobile, aerial, terrestrial, bathymetric, LiDAR, sonar, it can all live in one place. But that's exciting is that now we've got the sensors, we can ingest all of that, because at the end of the day, it's all about actionable intelligence for the end user or the stakeholders or whichever.
Absolutely, awesome. Well, Brett, tell everybody how people can reach you and find out more about gnext before they dial into the Dawn of Autonomy.
gnextlabs.com. Happy to have a conversation with you. Happy to run a demo. But first and foremost, we want to learn about your pain points. Where are you in your processes? We will never claim to be the smartest guys in the room, but we will claim to be the best listeners. And we're all about interoperability, our integration with Esri, Trimble, with our image server, Autodesk, and the like. But easy to get a hold of us. And our global media partner will be there for us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sponsoring the stream too, Brett. All right, next up we've got Jeremiah Karpowitz. Many of you know him from Commercial UAV. He's obviously here also at Geo Week helping run this event. Great to have you, Jeremiah.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for putting this together, Don.
Yeah, of course. So tell them a little bit about what you do for Geo Week, Commercial UAV, and what we're seeing this year.
Yeah, so I'm part of the team that organizes this event, so I'm on the backside, being able to put together the programming, being able to put together coverage of the things that are happening at the event. We try to connect with exhibitors and speakers leading up to and at the event, just enabling a conversation that isn't just limited to these 3 days, but leads up to and is out and really across the year, which is obviously something you're very familiar with, Dawn.
Yes, absolutely. We're actually sitting right next to Pitch the Press right now. A lot of companies are talking about their new products. You had a wonderful product review session to kick off the event yesterday or Monday with a whole bunch of different companies telling us their latest updates. So much information, education. But on the show floor, Jeremiah, over the years, what have you seen as a change?
You know, the big change is really that this was a show that was really dominated by scanning technology and hardware. And I mean, make no mistake about it, that technology is still on the floor. You'll see plenty of drones, but the software piece, that's what's really come alive in a whole new way over the last couple of years. And even this year, the infusion of AI that you can see across the floor, like
Yes.
AI is obviously a buzzword, but
Yep.
being able to see how there's certain companies that are really running with it in a very specific way. There was a company over there that was focused on railways and using
Yeah.
being able to, and that's been the bigger theme for me as well, is for how long we've been able to capture how much data via drone, via scanner, but then there would be a bottleneck. But like AI can ease that bottleneck because you can take that 50 gigs of data and say, tell me, I want to know X, Y, or Z for that, and have your answer in an instant, as opposed to how long to sort that out.
Absolutely, I want to see this kind of anomaly, and I want to see it across the entire railway right now, and it'll do it for you. It's
Yep.
pretty amazing,
Yep.
really, yeah. Awesome, so next up for you is what, commercial UAV?
That's our next show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like that's your next show.
Yeah.
So a lot of people out there that watch us, they're very excited about going back to Las Vegas this year. Anything you want to talk about there and before you hand it off?
Yeah, no, the biggest thing there, our call for speakers is currently open. So if you have a case study that you want to present, if there's a conversation that you want to have or be part of or cultivate, I mean, please throw that into our system. That's something that our advisory board reviews. That's something our team kind of sorts out. We'll define the theme for this year, and really about being able to showcase, the faster, cheaper, safer, and better ways that drones are making a difference. And that's going to take center stage later this year in September in Las Vegas.
And mark your calendars now. We always have a kickoff party, P3 Tech, and hopefully Karasoft's in with us again this year to kick off commercial UAV in Vegas. So come on Labor Day so you can join us at that party. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get some other folks up here. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much, Jeremiah.
Thanks, Don.
Appreciate you. All right. We've got a company called Intera here.
Dawn, how are you?
Hello, great. Now, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself and then your company.
So I'm Larry Donaldson. I'm the CEO for Intera. We make GPS-enabled ground control points, which are used for drone mapping and surveying.
GCPs.
GCP!
I learned all about this from a guy in Texas. I wrote an article about mapping. I knew nothing, and I learned so much. GCPs are critical.
Yes.
So obviously this show is important to you.
It is. We've been several times. This is the first time to come walk the exhibit hall without being an exhibitor, so a little bit of a different atmosphere for us. It's fun to get to talk to a lot more people that way.
Awesome. So in terms of technologies, you're doing GCPs, but what other technologies are you seeing more and more kind of integrating with what you bring to the table?
Well, our solution is really designed to work with the drone, so we're really pretty interested in American-made drones, so we've been partnering with some companies. On the American-made drone manufacturers, we've got one of those that you're going to talk to in a few minutes, but honestly, one of our favorite partners to deal with is on the solution side of things, and gnext is one of those. We've actually implemented a software switch inside of ours that will do a data drag and drop load. So when you finish your GCP process, you can drag it right into gnext.
Wow, that's amazing.
It
What
is
pops
cool.
out? When you drag it in there, what pops out?
Well, so the gnext software is looking for a whole bunch of photographs. You can load gigabytes of data into it, and then our ground control points, literally, it's just a small CSV file, but it puts it in the right datum, in the right on the right NGVD system, whatever geoid you want to have it in, and whatever the coordinate system is.
All right, very good. Now, so who are you looking for out there? Are you looking for drone partners? Are you looking for people that maybe need the data that you're helping to kind of facilitate?
So our system is a bit robust. We can work in the DOT space where DOTs will fly with our stuff. The engineers who work from the consulting engineers, and then also the drone service providers. These are the guys who are selling the service to various customers. They're like major consultants, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're basically touching all those areas.
Okay, well, great.
Yeah.
So what's the one thing that you saw or heard here that was like, wow, I didn't know that?
Well, it's kind of interesting. We were at a site last week doing some work, and I heard this statement made, and then this week it's been hammered down. Our solution is PPK, and we always heard, RTK is more accurate, and now everybody's coming back around and saying, you know what, PPK is more accurate. We like using PPK, so there's a lot of validation happening now that PPK is the solution for processing.
All right.
And we're kind of glad we picked that route to begin with.
Well, there you go. You picked the winner.
We picked the winner.
All right.
Yeah.
Now I know Larry's got to catch a flight.
Oh yeah.
So good times. We had some
Denver.
weather out here in Denver. So good luck with that. But really nice to meet you. Thanks for taking the time. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, we have Mike Mahoney from LiveU. We met at the Super Bowl party. Go Birds.
Yes.
Sunday night. And tell everybody about you and tell them about LiveU.
Yeah, so I'm a first-time attendee for Geo Week, so this is new for me, but my name's Mike Mahoney. I'm with LiveU. I'm a director of channel sales for US and Canada. And LiveU is really an IP technology that allows people to get video from point A to point B, and leveraging bonded cellular and our proprietary protocol to get video where it needs to be in extremely low latency in tough situations.
Now, you and I talked because we obviously do streams from conferences. The Wi-Fi is starkly horrible. We find ourselves taping things, streaming later. But you feel like you have a solution for this?
Absolutely, and this is something we do at the Javits Center, at the Las Vegas Convention Center, Orange County, and really what happens is because we're using bonded cellular, it's AT&T, it's T-Mobile, it's Verizon, and so we're taking all those bars of service, adding them all together aggregately, and then basically sending the video across that and then decoding it back on the other side and putting the video back together. And because it's a unique way of approaching it, it gets from A to B very, very good. And we've done this in the broadcast space, and about 70% of those out there use LiveU today to do all their live coverage. Now what we're doing is coming to this industry and saying, wouldn't it be great if you can actually get into the gnext platform with your data and files as you're still in the field doing surveying, waiting for the hotel internet to upload your content.
Oh, tell me, I live that dream every day. Every day. So this is your first time here.
Yes.
So what's your impression? This is your first impression of this place.
It's a new language, it's a new terminology, but it's an old industry. And I think
good point.
We're really applying is the common pain point I've seen along all the presentations and the panel discussions have been, everybody has lots of hard drives, everybody has lots of content, terabytes of content, they all wanted to get to the cloud to make it intelligent and visually represent what they're surveying and be able to get the C-suite to understand the value of survey and mapping.
The actionable intelligence to make decisions,
And I think LiveU could ultimately be the transmission pipe or the video or data fax machine to make that happen better as we move forward in this industry.
Aha, so that's the plan.
Correct.
I get it now. It's all coming together. Well, amazing. Well, how can people learn about LiveU in the meantime?
Yeah, I would definitely jump over to our website at liveu.tv or reach out on LinkedIn and let me know that you're interested and check out the technology. It's like buying a cell phone and turning it on for the first time. Once you try it, you don't want to set it down.
And I'm going to take him at his word, and I am going to try it. So I couldn't make it happen for this one, but in the future near you, we're going to do this.
She's going to be live.
We're going to be for real live. All right.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. All right. Thanks, Mike. All right. This is a global podcast, and we've got a lady here from the UK, came all the way here. I walked across her booth, and I'm like, whoa, there's a lot going on here. So this is Elaine Ball, and she's got her own company that focuses on helping geospatial experts market themselves and their companies. Yeah. Did I say that right?
You said that absolutely
All right,
perfectly.
perfect. I'm going to let you talk because you got the cool accent. So fire away. Tell them about yourself and what you do.
Oh, so I'm Elaine Ball. I'm a geospatial marketeer, so I have a very niche thing that I do. My background's in surveying. My father was a hydrographer and a mine surveyor. And I saw a niche about 12 years ago, and we work with all sorts of types of companies from implementation, but here we're at the show with our training academy. So people can actually learn the blueprint of what works in geospatial for marketing and sales. Lead generation and brand development, so important.
Did you bring your little cards?
Oh, I did. They're around that side.
Where?
On my.
I don't want to
green
touch
thing.
anything. Where? I don't want to move either. Where? Is there something? You go get it.
Grab the cards. Grab the cards.
All right, we're going impromptu here. Here we go. Okay, so when I was at Elaine's booth, she showed me that she put together these cards. Go ahead and show them what we're talking about.
You always have to do a little bit of fun when you're marketing. You've got to have a bit of fun. So this is a bit of fun. So we've come out with these trading cards. You've got to collect all 20. And behind them is actually marketing tips. And the idea is then you have little ideas of what you can do to better your marketing. The next stage that we've got to do is do some blogs around these so you can actually get the how-tos. But anyway, you can collect them, so it's a bit of fun.
Well, perhaps there's a future at Autonomy Global for your company, and I know we talked about a media collaboration, so looking forward to that. So this is your first time here, though?
No, I've been coming,
to this show?
This is my second time here as an exhibitor.
Oh.
But I've been, back when SPA was SPA and ILMF was ILMF.
So you've been around.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what's the biggest thing, in your opinion, that has changed over time in this community?
Well, this has doubled.
This event has doubled.
This has doubled. Yeah, this is good. The community here is fantastic. So this is what it should be about. And I've done lots of shows all over the world. So actually, when you come here, there's a buzz, there's an atmosphere, there's a networking, and I think that's the biggest thing, is the networking. Whereas a lot of shows have lost the networking and the collaboration. So when it finishes, everybody disappears. Here, people are hanging around. They have to kick them out.
That's
so
true.
I've seen that.
And there are lots of parties, to be sure. Good times to be had.
Yeah.
All right, so how can people learn more about your company? What's the name
Elaine
again?
Ball. It's just elaineball.co.uk. So you can go online and it'll say the Academy when you go onto the homepage, and there's different sections that you can dive into, including our Get Kids Into Survey stuff.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that. Yeah, we'll talk
It's
more
really
about
good.
that later.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for taking the time.
Yeah.
I know she's got no one manning her booth right now, so she's got to run back. But it's so great to have you.
That's
Thank
great.
you so much.
Take care.
All right,
Bye.
we have got Sean from Caresoft coming our way now. All right, come on down, my friend. This man, by the way, is a true Philadelphia Eagles fan. You had to see him jumping out of his seat on Sunday night.
Oh, I was out of my mind.
Out of his mind. All right, so tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what Caresoft does.
Absolutely, yeah. So my name is Shada Wusu. I'm the senior account manager at Caresoft. We help government agencies connect with commercial organizations, and we help those commercial organizations sell top geospatial technology to the government.
Now, geospatial, if I recall correctly, because I've interviewed Lacey Ween from Caresoft multiple times, was really kind of where Caresoft kind of cut its teeth, if you will.
Yes.
Right? That those IT solutions in that sector. But this is the second time you guys have been at this show.
I believe it's the third time. It's actually it's my second time.
Oh, your second time.
It's
All
my
right,
second
that's why I
time.
got confused.
I came to Geo Week 2 years ago. It was not as big as it is right now.
It's really blown up,
it's
huh?
blown up, yeah, absolutely.
So very cool, very cool. So you've been at your booth quite a bit.
Yes.
What kind of folks are coming by? Like, what are you seeing in terms of like variety of vendors? And partners.
I'm actually seeing a lot of researchers from universities.
Oh, interesting. That makes sense.
They're trying to look for the best ways to seamlessly collect or precisely collect LiDAR data and stuff like that. So I'm definitely seeing a lot of that.
And you guys also work in the academic sector. Besides the federal, state, local, tribal, territorial governments, you're working with academia as well.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's like target-rich environment for you.
Yes.
All right,
yes.
very cool, very cool. All right, good. So, what are you the most excited about being here, other than the Eagles winning?
Go Birds. Anyway, yeah, I feel like the most I'm excited about is just meeting new people in this at this conference, and kind of just learning a little bit more about geospatial technology, LiDAR data, 3D modeling, just the GIS field in general. Just because, like, the more I learn, the more I'm like, I do not know as much as I thought I knew, And it's
yeah,
really
always learning
special.
something, to be sure. The education
Exactly.
here is great.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of partners on the floor right now, not just at your booth. You've got Revel there, REVEL.
Yes.
Trimble is one of your partners.
Yes.
Who else?
Trimble. I don't know if I saw Bentley there. But
Yeah, Bentley's here. Yeah, Bentley's here.
one of our partners as well. Is there a TomTom here? Or no?
TomTom's not here at this
okay.
one. Yeah.
Okay.
But I did see them at GeoBiz last month.
Yes.
So yeah, really cool. But awesome. All right, so tell folks how they can catch up with Carosoft.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're going to be at booth 805 as well. If you guys want to come talk about more about our partners and what we can do in the public sector, as well. If you can't come to our booth, you can find us on LinkedIn. You can find me on LinkedIn, and as well as you can email us at geospatial@carosoft.com or drones@carosoft.com.
Okay, very good, very good. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks so
Great to have you on the show. Appreciate you. All right, we've got a gentleman coming up now. He is the CEO of Spexy, Bill Lakeland. So Spexy is taking a very unique approach to data collection. Tell everybody, first of all, who you are, what you do, and why you're doing it.
Yeah, thanks, Don. Yeah, very unique. So I'm Bill Lakeland, the CEO of Spexy. So we have a very novel fly-to-earn incentivization model that rewards drone pilots for doing what they love, flying drones. And by doing that, we enable them to fly these very automated missions all over the world, all covering urban areas, to collect a new level of imagery, highest resolution available of the Earth. And pilots are loving it. They come on board, they do something they're really passionate about, and we reward them for doing that. So it's amazing to see this network grow. We've flown over 160 cities since we launched in 2024. Over 2 million acres, over 4,000 pilots onboarded, and spanning through the U.S. like crazy right now.
And didn't you call them spexagons?
Yeah, so spexagons is like the unit of measurement or area. So they're hexagonal zones. They're about 25 acres on average in size. Each hexagon has an embedded mission. So the drone pilots literally just show up, turn on the mobile app, tap a hexagon and hit a fly button, and our software flies the drone for them, takes all the photos. They upload it later on that evening, and the data products are ready for the buyers.
That is so cool. Now, who's your target market? Governments, federal agencies?
It is a lot of governments, municipalities, insurance companies love it, utility companies love it.
I bet, yeah.
And then as we get more and more cities on board, we're really seeing acceleration in AI and metaverse applications, gaming applications, training models to make it easier for computers to tell people what it is they're looking for. So infrastructure deficiencies and things like that, computers can actually point out where those deficiencies are, speeding up operational workflows. And so it's really expanding more into that AI space.
Well, and something I appreciated from the last conference I went to is autonomous vehicles, particularly road vehicles, can't survive without really, really accurate maps.
Absolutely.
And that ground truth, because you guys are literally you're doing air, but it's almost ground up, if you will, because you've got this boots on the ground army out there collecting data for you.
That's right.
And you can have them go out and refresh it, right? Like, so if it's like, oh, here's a spot, it's a stadium, but we know there's been some construction, go back out there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Earth is changing constantly.
Yeah.
And so our goal is to fly cities and urban areas every 3 months at a cadence. But we can refresh hexes, the spexagons, 1, 2, 3, 5, 20 daily if we need to, hourly if we need to really monitor a fast rate of change. So it's very easy to request an update on demand, and the data is available the same day it's asked for quite often.
Super cool, super cool. So obviously what you're doing is really cool. Give me one company or one other effort you've seen here that you think is really cool. Besides, of course, yourself.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many cool companies here, honestly. Like, we're really here looking for partners and seeing the technology space and the software space to be able to extract information from the data that we produce and or other people produce, like AI type applications that are being integrated into some of these softwares right now, and the pace that folks are able to extract information now in a more meaningful way. Like, we're collecting high resolution data, but nobody in the end needs to look at it. It's the computers that are looking at it and giving the results.
Yeah, true.
And starting to see partners building that software that can empower the value of our data
Yeah.
That's truly what I'm seeing here, and it's awesome to see that now.
That's amazing. All right, so how can people learn more about Spexy and reach you?
Spexy.com is the place to go. Pilots, come on there and sign up. So many pilots at this event, it's been wild.
Yeah, there are a lot of pilots walking the floor, for sure. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, this is a really interesting area to apply your skills.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so, and sounds like a really cool company to do it with, so you heard it here, everybody. Reach out to him. Thank you so much for taking the time. Appreciate you. Nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you.
All right, very good. All right, we've got SimLab coming up now. Now, this group reached out to me on LinkedIn, I believe, and we have with us, tell them your name because I'm going to butcher it. It's a beautiful name, but I'll mispronounce it.
Wow, I never heard this before. Beautiful name. Thank you very much. My name is Marek.
See?
And I'm coming from Poland, from Europe.
From Poland?
Yes,
I didn't
long
even know.
way.
Did you know that I was Polish?
No, I didn't.
I am.
Hi.
My maiden name is Kopaczynski.
Okay.
And so, all right here, love the guy already. Come on in a little bit closer so everybody can see you better. All right, so SimLabs, tell them what you're doing at SimLab.
Okay, SimLab is like a, I don't want to say startup, but quite small company yet from Poland. And we are doing digital twin software supporting full life cycle of the building. So scanning is one of the options, but we take any other data to make your home digital and actually the solution to support your daily activities within your facility.
Excellent. Now, are you just doing this in Poland or you're here in the US for a reason maybe? You're looking to expand?
Definitely, yes, we want to expand. The story behind us is that we are a company of 50 engineers sponsored and founded by Matterport. So Matterport is actually the company that invested in us some money to build solution on top of their platforms that will make each homeowner and property owner, facility manager much more, how to say it, I'm missing vocabulary, much more efficient.
Yeah. Okay, very good, excellent. And so how long has SimLab been around?
It's 4 years of hard development for almost 40 people. But now we are finally ready to go to the market, and the US is very important for us.
Oh, I love that. Now, is this your first trip to Denver?
To Denver, actually, yes. It's the first trip, first time in this, I would say, quite cold city, even for us Polish.
It's like 4 degrees this week here in Denver. We had some snow, and so when you hear someone from Poland say it's cold here, you got to think it's cold here. So that's amazing. So what, as you're walking the floor, as you're meeting people, what are you most excited about?
I am really shocked seeing how small compared to the European events this exhibit floor is, but on the other hand, how much packed with a technology and straight to the point solution it is. So I have much more business contacts and leads from this event than 5 times bigger ones in the Europe, which are defocused from the subject that are actually organized.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's really surprising for me.
Yeah, well, that's great. That's great to hear. So what's next for you?
Well, we are looking for partners in the US that's gonna work with our software. We have some good leads, and we hope that everybody who's using Matterport or Navis technology will hear about us quite soon.
All right, well, excellent. And in the meantime, how can people find out about SimLab or reach you?
simlabinc.com, that's our place, and this is where you can find us and read about our product, see a lot of cool movies showing basically how to use our technology, which is for everyone, not just for the engineers. This is digital twin for each property owner.
I love that. And by the way, fun fact, Marek, my Autonomy Global is in 15 languages. Polish is one of them.
Okay.
So I want you to go on there. This video will be on there later and tell me if the translations are good or not. So, all right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Great to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. And last, I think, but certainly not least, a friend to the show. We've got John MacArthur from Whisper, Power to the Pro, who's here again. And John, you guys had a big announcement at the show.
We did. So we are launching our cloud service. So it wants to be the one-stop shop for all things with your drone program. So not just fleet management, not just Lance authorization, not just data processing. We're trying to bring all of that in, along with our partners such as gnext labs that can live inside of our cloud, just to make life easier and operations more efficient.
Well, that's a big step, right, this year, and you guys have done so many things since you were last on the Dawn of Autonomy. Give us kind of a quick update on what's going on at Whisper.
Sure. So since last we spoke, we've gotten more refined in our Sky Scout product offering. So that's our newest drone that came out in the last year. So it's really a new asset class of drone. It's a under 5 pound drone with interchangeable payloads. We're getting somewhere between 26 and 30 minutes of flight time, depending on what the sensor is and what the conditions are.
That's awesome.
Which is great there. And we have 2 plane safe hot swappable smart batteries that operate it. And we leverage the power of our partners to bring the strongest payload lineup to the game. So we've got the Sony ILX LR1 61 megapixels that leaves you wanting for nothing on the resolution side, and then we've got we're partnering with Grimsey on the quick attach system.
I remember that.
So
yeah.
We've got data power running right through that gimbal, so no wires, so really easy management there on your payloads. They've got a payload that we use for public safety and inspection called the Grimsey VIA, so FLIR thermal on one side, zoom camera on the other, and then we've got a whole suite of LiDAR units from Inertial Labs, Yellow Scan. So I feel like close to 95% of all use cases can now be operated on a single platform. So only one set of mission planning to learn, one set of batteries to manage and maintain, one firmware update to pay attention to. And so you end up with more of your pilots being an expert on what they can fly, because they don't have to try to learn 3 different platforms.
That's amazing. How's the traffic been at your booth?
Hectic, which has been great, and so that's one of the things kind of year over year that's grown for us is just the strength of our brand. Thanks to you, doing some stuff with you is always helpful. And but more and more people are now coming to us, being like, I've seen you guys, and I want to learn more. And then we also have just great partners like the guys from gnext are always bringing people by our booth as well. They've been doing that for years for us and introducing us to their great partners. And
yeah,
so
I thought I was a connector, but Brett, man,
No.
that guy, I'm telling you.
No, he's the mayor of the drone business.
He is. He is the. That's a great. Yeah, new call sign, mayor.
Yeah, he really is. So,
Yep.
But that's been really great for us, is just seeing how our partnership network has grown, and there's more of our drones on more booths than ever before. And so that's something that we're really proud about, and we can't do without our partners. And so we try to our best to support them every step of the way, and just be there for them. Listen to the feedback that they give. That's one of the greatest things about Geo Week, is we're all in one place at one time.
Yeah.
And so you've got breakfast meetings, lunch meetings, dinner meetings, drinks after dinner, and it's all just getting that feedback.
Yes.
How can we be better?
Super
Where's
Bowl
the
parties,
market?
just saying.
Yeah, Super Bowl parties, yeah. And
Yeah.
so where's the market going? Where are the challenges? How can we make this easier for everybody?
Yeah.
So it's a powerful week, and this is one of our favorite conferences by far.
Awesome. Well, speaking of making things easier, how can people easily reach you?
You could just call me on my cell phone. I just give that out. That's 914-966-54.
I love that, like PII on my show. Go ahead, do it.
You can text me, call me, email me, jmacarthur@whispersystems.com. Fill out a form on our website. That goes to me, and I'll reach out. You'll get a link, and you can schedule a meeting directly on my calendar once you fill out that form. So
All right.
I'm not hard to get in touch with.
All right, awesome guy. So great way to wrap up the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Todd.
you, man. Always, as always. All right, we're getting the clapping going on here. We're gonna close it out, everybody. Next up, in terms of the full crew event streams, we will be at Drone Responders National Public Safety UAS Conference in Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, Virginia, in mid-March. So kind of stay tuned for that. Follow us on Autonomy Global as well. All of our podcasts are up on there, and so a lot of great articles. So thanks very much. Thanks again to gnext for sponsoring this stream. We're at their booth. It's been a great show. We are out here, everybody. Catch you later.